Congratulations, you've been searching for months on Zillow, on Realtor.com, on Remax.com to find the right house for you. You finally found one and you want to go to the open house this weekend and make an offer as soon as possible. But there's one catch. You don't have a pre-approval letter and the sellers are not going to entertain an offer without one. So what is a pre-approval letter and why do you need one? Luckily, that's the word of the week, pre-approval. Hi everybody, Dan Jensen with Remax Park Square. And this is one of the most commonly misunderstood terms when it comes to purchasing a property. People get pre-approval, pre-qualification, commitment, all kind of confused and interchanged, but they're really separate things. So pre-qual, just to give you a heads up, is not the same thing as a pre-approval. A pre-qual letter, which some lenders will still give, basically says, I had a conversation with you and based on what you told me, you can buy something up to X amount. It's nice to have, but it doesn't really mean anything, and most of the savvy sellers and listing agents will not accept that as proof of your ability to purchase a home. A commitment letter, on the other hand, goes to the other end of the spectrum. It means that you are fully qualified and the bank is ready to give you money within a few days to purchase a property. It means that your debt to income ratios have been verified, your credit has been looked at, your income has been checked, there's no issues with the loan, no issues with the property, everything checks out and is ready to go. Now that is hard to get up front when you're looking for a property. So really what we're looking for is a pre-approval. And a pre-approval, all that is you have a lender, you have a loan officer, a banker, whoever you go to, is going to check your credit, make sure that there's no outstanding debts, no high payments on there, nothing that could be derogatory to affect, what the risk is to lend to you. They've verified your income, they've asked for tax returns, pay stubs, you've been at the same job or career for the past 2 years. Everything works out there. And then in addition, they've looked at your debt to income ratio. What kind of debt are you currently carrying? How much is your mortgage going to be? And how does that factor into how much you make per year? If that all checks out, you will get a pre-approval letter. It is a strong way for a bank to say that you are qualified to purchase this property. Now, something that's been happening over the past couple years, which is even better, is most lenders will put you through desktop underwriting. Now, underwriting is just a process that banks go through to make sure that everything checks out financially on your end and with the property. But by doing it up front, you go through software that automatically does all the calculations as it pertains to debt to income and other factors. So it takes some of the human error out by doing it automatically. And once you have that kind of a pre-approval letter, everything else pretty much falls into, does the property appraise? Is it worth what we think it's worth? Is it still standing? Does it have substantial damage? And do you not have any additional errors or high payments coming into your credit? And do you maintain your job through closing? So getting a pre-approval letter, as well as getting your paperwork through desktop underwriting, it's a great way to show any seller and any listing agent that you're a qualified buyer that is ready to consummate a sale. Most importantly, out of this whole process is not waiting until you find the right home. Getting this done up front gives you an idea of what your payments are going to be, what your closing costs are going to be, and what your buying power is based on what you want to pay per month. If you're not getting this information from your lender, if you're not asking these questions up front, you could be blindsided by the time you make an offer and think that you can afford a house, and maybe you even can on paper, but it's not a payment that you're comfortable with. So get pre-approved, get it done early, find out what you're comfortable paying and how much you have to come out of pocket at closing to consummate the sale. If you have all this information, the process is going to be smooth sailing when it comes time to make an offer. Hopefully this is helpful. Stay tuned till next week's Word of the Week.